So, you have a sequel to Monkey Punch Lizard for me? Yes, sir, I do. And I was thinking we mix it up this time and Monkey and Lizard punch together. Oh, who they punch? Other monkey and other lizard. Say no more. Okay.
That's it. Shortest pitch meeting ever?
Okay, you can say more now. Okay, so remember the human characters from the last movie? Absolutely not. Well, they're back. Oh boy. So there's that scientist Eileen who adopted that kid Gia, who's the last surviving.
Gotta say, this is almost worse than Jurassic Park because, like, at least Owen and I think, what was her name? Claire? Bryce Dallas Howard's character. I kind of remember their names, but that's one where you really don't remember the character's name. This one, I remembered nobody's names at all. I remember the characters to a degree. Them cutting her hair from the first movie, like that was almost like a bad situation because I was like, what? Who is this? Was she in the first movie? Like Brian Tyree Henry's character, I remember him, but I did not remember her, which I had to get to very fast, but she cut her hair. So I was like, I don't know who this is.
Kid Gia, who's the last surviving member of the Iwi tribe from Skull Island. Vaguely familiar sounding, sure. And there's this signal coming from Hollow Earth that seems to be giving Gia visions and hallucinations and stuff. In other words, hallucinations? Yeah, I guess. And so Godzilla seems to react to these signals too, and he attacks a power plant and absorbs all the radiation. Why does he do that? Well, Monarch seems to think he's preparing for something. Oh, what do they think he's preparing for? The end of the movie. Oh, okay, and what's going on with Kong? Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. He's living down in Hollow Earth, and he's lonely, and he has a toothache. What? So he comes back up to the surface, and this new character, Trapper, who's like a vet for Titans, is gonna help him with the tooth. What are you talking about? He's gonna like pull the tooth out with the crane, replace it with a big fake one. He just had a giant fake tooth replacement lying around? Yes. So now a team has to go down to Hollow Earth to check out this signal. So who do they send? Well, Eileen's running the show, so she brings Trapper, a pilot guy. Sure. A conspiracy theorist podcaster, because he was in the last movie, and a child. That's the team? Yeah, it says so right here. Oh, at least they have the pilot guy. Oh, he immediately gets eaten by a tree. Oh, that's okay. At least they have the dentist guy? They sure do, sir. And so meanwhile, Kong discovers a secret world below Hollow Earth. There's a Hollow Earth under Hollow Earth? That's what we're going with. So in Hollow Earth, he encounters some big monkeys like him, including a baby one. Oh, very cute. Yeah, but the little monkey bites his hand and the others attack, so he uses the baby monkey as a baseball bat to fight them all off. Using a child as a weapon is tight. Yeah. Now what does he do?
Oh my God.
He makes the little kid bring him to the leader, so they go on this quest and do some like God of War style bonding. Some what? Some The Last of Us style bonding. Some what? Some Mandalorian style bonding. Some what? Some Logan style bonding. Some what? Grizzled old fighter bonds with child as they travel. Oh, okay, gotcha. They eventually get to this place with a bunch of monkeys being ruled by Scar King. How does Mufasa's brother get down there? Yeah, he's just a big bad monkey, and he controls a lizard called Shimo that has like ice breath. I mean, this thing knows what it's like to chew 5 gum. Kong gets in a fight with them, and the lizard freezes his hand. Oh no. So he retreats back to slightly less Hollow Earth, and the humans have to help him out now. I mean, it's going to be impossible for the humans to do anything about a giant frozen monkey hand. Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, super really? Easy. Yes, it turns out there was a scrap project to make Kong a big armored exoskeleton. How are they going to get that all the way down to Hollow Earth and set it up on Kong? Well, actually, this glove is kind of right next to where they are, so Trapper just goes to get it, and it slips on Kong's hand like a glove, because it is one. Seriously? That's what I wrote here, sir. And the robot glove also helps with his frostbite, because that's part of the robot glove. It helps with frostbite. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I gotta. I mean,
no. Okay, hold on. It did put in like a serum or something to help fix that. So they did do that part. I gotta catch you on that because they did do that part. It showed it. So they did explain the frostbite situation.
These have been silly, but I gotta draw the line at some point. That's just. Come on. If we shoot this, we get to sell robot-handed Kong toys. Control Z. You just try to undo what you said. It did, yeah. Did it work? It did. Sick. So anyway, then Godzilla's gonna kill a Titan to remind us that he's in the movie. Oh, yeah. And it turned pink, too. That's a different kind of toy you can sell. Sure. And Eileen finds some hieroglyphics that explain that Scar King once tried to take over the surface world, but Godzilla stopped him and trapped him in the Hollow Earth.
That's right.
And also there's a prophecy that Gia is the key to reawakening Mothra, who's the key to stopping Scar King again. She gets all that from some hieroglyphics? Yeah, we needed an exposition dump, so she's gonna read them like a newspaper. Well, okay then. So now Kong needs Godzilla's help. Is it time for the big final fight now? Yeah, we've delayed the promise of the premise long enough. It's time to fight. Oh, wow. Wow. But first, as a bonus fight, Godzilla and Kong are gonna fight for a minute, because Godzilla doesn't understand what's happening. He is a large pink lizard. Right, why would large lizard have any context for what's going on with underground giant monkeys? Yeah, so Godzilla does a suplex to Kong, and Kong throws some sand.
The delivery is
what's
perfect.
Happening. He is a large pink lizard. Right, why would large lizard have any context for what's going on with underground giant monkeys? Yeah, so Godzilla does a suplex to Kong,
Why?
and Kong throws some sand in his face. This is happening in Cairo. Sure. And just as large pink lizard's about to kill big monkey, large moth shows up and telepathically explains the situation to lizard.
That's
Splendid.
right.
So then there's gonna be a bunch of fighting, and they're gonna kill about 750,000 people in Rio. Oh my God, that's literally devastating. Not a single character will react to it, and now Scar King wants to use Shimo to make another ice age. Not good, quite cold. But the good Titans destroy the crystal he was using to control his lizard, so then they freeze him and shatter him dead. Close one. That monkey almost did an ice age. Two monkeys, two lizards, and a moth stopped it. Splendid. And so that's about it. What do you think? I mean, I always enjoyed bashing my action figures together as a child, and this sounds like a multi-million-dollar version of that. You think people are going to want to see it? Well, you said Godzilla suplexes Kong, and Kong uses a baby Kong as a baseball bat? I did. We'll be fine.
It's all gonna be okay. Saw this a couple days ago with the fam, and I'll say this: there's aspects of it that are fun. They minimize the amount of human characters in the movie that you care about or should care about. I don't care about any of them. They could all die. I just wouldn't care. But they minimize it from the last one, Godzilla versus Kong. But Godzilla vs. Kong is still better to me. Like, I actually enjoyed that movie a little bit more. Plus, the realization that there was this hollow earth and there were other Kongs and all that kind of stuff, like, that was cool. The exposition dump on that was interesting. It was more interesting than what we got here. This one, there's things with the Scar King and with Shimu or whatever it's called. It happens, but it happens so late. You're like, oh, this is who the big bad is. I don't even know what to think at this point, but it all comes so late in the movie that it's weird. And I thought it would have been a little bit earlier to make sense and to have me actually like connect to it a little bit more, but it doesn't. It happens like a third way into the movie. Like then you get this information on Scar and Shimu, and that, even the way that happens is kind of weird. Like it's happening at the same time that the lady's reading it on these tablets or on this wall. So yeah, there's just aspects of it that didn't work for me. I kind of forgot about the movie immediately because it is just a dumb action movie, which is fine. But the first movie, or the first of this set of movies, Godzilla vs. Kong, it's a much better film. That one's much better. It's more fun. The action's even better to me. And you actually like connect to the characters a little bit more. And Godzilla, to me, gets a little bit more to do in that one than in this one. There was moments where they'd be with the human characters so long, and I'm like, wait a minute, this movie is about a monkey and a lizard. And then it would show Godzilla doing something. Like, oh yeah, Godzilla's in this. Let's show him swim somewhere. Let's show him, running somewhere. Which his movement in this movie felt weird. Like he's moving a little bit too much and too fast. He's a little bit too limber. From what I remember with Godzilla. Didn't care for that. But the moment when they pop up, this was in the trailer, no spoiler, but the moment when they pop up, they get to Hollow Earth, Godzilla and Kong, they pop up when they're running towards Scar King and Shimu. That was dope. You see it in the trailer, and the trailer does not do that moment justice. It's dope in the trailer, but in the movie, it's even better, so I'll give them that. Like the fact that they gave that away in the trailer, but in the movie, it plays so much better. And that was a hype moment. So that I liked, but the movie itself is really forgettable. Dan Stevens is really good in the movie. Brian Tyree Henry, like he's okay. They try to make him comic relief, but a lot of his jokes fall flat. But Dan Stevens is he's actually really good, even though he's a dentist for something that, like, who would go to school for this, knowing what's going on and be able to actively work in this way with anything other than Kong. King Kong's really the only one that you could do these things with. So yeah, like when would you have another chance to be a dentist or do dental work on another Titan that's not trying to murder you or kill you? I don't know. They're trying to destroy other Titans. So it's like, why are they? Yeah, that whole part didn't make any sense. Other than that, let me know your favorite part from this pitch meeting and reaction in the comments below. I'm going to put a poll link in the description. What did you prefer? If you saw this movie, did you prefer the first one, Godzilla vs. Kong, or this one, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire? Let me know, because I'm interested in that. Which movie do you think is better? Thanks for watching. Again, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.